Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. I tried to do a gentle ramp up of the music, but Phantasy Star Online doesn't play any sound unless it's the active window, so having the mouse down there, turning up the volume wouldn't work. And also, the countdown view doesn't have the capture card. Anyway, welcome back to Phantasy Star Online episode 4. We are level 35. We are Dice Man. We're on a mission to do something with the canyon. Hopefully it remembers what quests we've done. Sweet. We've done missing research. We've done data retrieval. Reality and truth is the next quest. So the missing research, we never found the research team. The military got involved. Data retrieval, we met some familiar faces from previous Phantasy Star Online games like Greek. But there seems to be a bit of a sneakiness happening. So yeah, let's see what happens with reality and truth. We need the southern route to the crater area secured in order to dispatch our primary advance team. Job can be joined while in progress, so feel free to use the PSO command and join in. Thank you for coming, Hunter Dice Man. We need you to clear the southern route to the central crater area. I keep calling it canyon. It's crater. Whoops. Ignored my Mastodon and the threads post about the canyon. Whoopsie doodle. Oh no, my desk reset. I'll have to fix it in a minute. The principal survey team requires that his route be secure. I believe you've already encountered the new creatures in this region. Ensure these foes do not pose a further threat to the survey team. The teleporter has been programmed with the appropriate coordinates. It will send you down to the southern route to the crater. That's it. Good luck. Alright, real fast. Let's just quickly see how many deaths we were at last time. I didn't realize it didn't persist. It's my bad. My bad. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. Okay. Let's have a look. This is at Mystical Machine Gun on YouTube, of course. Your videos. Mute site. So you don't hear it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Watch view on YouTube. So there's that. Skip ahead. Come on. Did it get reset sometime during the stream? Was I only on 3 deaths? Crazy. Okay, cool. I'll take that. So, 1, 2, 3. Fixed. Any new dialogue? I'm sorry, but I've got other matters to attend to right now. Besides, I don't have anything to add beyond what Irene's already explained. Good on you, Irene. Did I put my phone on silent? Let's check that. I did not. Cool. Oh no, I've spoken to you already. Don't want to cancel the job? No. Thanks for what you did earlier. Now I can start up my research again. I'm making more cool glasses. We're still waiting on the full analysis. Why have so many of these new creatures appeared so suddenly? We've got to get some more data. Okay, so note to self for next time. Check the death counter before it's ready to go. Remember those guys in uniform that I've been talking about? Yes, mate. You have no name, but you're a font of information. Now, have you heard of an army division known as Works? Are they related to CARD? I wonder who their captain is. Curiouser and curiouser. There was this cute girl who was hanging out in the medical center. Some soldier really had his eye on her. Guys like that really freak me out. Yeah, she's like small. I'd rather not think about it anymore. Just look away, lady. Photon technology. Ah, it's one of the greatest subjects one can research. Come to think of it, that strange light that knocked the meteor off course. Could there have something to do with photons? We got our first photon drop below our grinding level, by the way. We're not at the point where they're useful to have, but just a heads up. So, I heard there was a nice male hunter who helped clear the way. From us. No. They say he was young and seemed honest, but something was weird. Okay. Do you have more to say? Nope. Hey, guess what? Some weird guy with a long cape and a mask came by here. What kind of freak dresses like that anyway? Are you some sort of freak? Long cape and a mask, eh? Was it a tuxedo mask? Is she back hanging out? Nope, she's gone. What was her name? I'm completely blanking. This is why I don't stream 2 nights in a row. I get too tired and old man brain. You know, I never see that girl around here anymore. Indeed, she might be in the field. Let's go find her. And let me show you what I have achieved by getting level 35. Oh baby, look at me. Got my big boomer's claw. It does lots of damage. Look at that. It's sweet. Forget the Forest Hunter rings from Dark Souls. This has you doing flips. Look at that. Well before that. Getting the bin from Soft, you're too slow. Now, there's no special attack on this, so you'll see that the right side of my little HUD there is darkened. Pressing that button does nothing. So we could put an item there, really, but yeah. Better just not muck about with the interface too often. What was I going to say? I don't have the speed of a speedrunner. I've been watching, what's their name? The Trixel or something like that? Watching some of those speedruns. General Features mentioned it last week. Watching glitchless ones. Because, like, knowing what the glitches are, yeah, that would be nice. A lot of people seem to speedrun the GameCube ESO episode 1 and 2 version of it. So, you know, they'll play that and they'll do episode 1 and do episode 2. But I've never played that, and, you know, I'm just going to do the PC version. So any glitches they might have might not help me anyway. And you guys don't want to just see me exploiting glitches, you want to see me play fair and square, right? Wow, a monomate. This claw in episode 1 hard mode is barely improving my chances. And here in normal mode in episode 4, it's a killer. It's great. No complaints here. I had to get 300 attack power to be able to quit this. And I pushed through to level 35 because you can get more. There's another armor level you can get from level 35. Oh, I should probably start using my trap visions. Oh. This will wear off, I think. Let's give it a minute. There we go. So yeah, the electricity stun, unlike paralysis, does wear off. So you just wait it out. Comes in handy when you're fighting Vol Opt. Press the wrong button. It also went wrong pipe. Oh boy. Okay. But I tell you, because I'm grinding on hard mode, offline, off stream, I'm getting all my cool drops and stuff there. Maybe we should do this on hard mode. Oh, that coughing was bad. I already had a bit of a headache and lack of sleep from last night. Had too much fun playing Doom once. Stayed up too late. That's better. Got up with the kids this morning, so that was nice and early. 5 hours sleep, I think. They wanted to wear their roller skates straight away. Oh, we got Gibata while I was doing that too, by the way. Now, we can figure out what's the best spell for Zoo over there. How long should I wait for this to come up? Come on! Get up! There we go. Giga frame, that's lame. Okay. Now let's start with boy. Ooh, 71. Can't see what Zon did. Can't see what Bar's doing. Okay, Zon is the worst. Boy looks like winner. I would love to have Rough Boy. So many of the caves, you know, so many of the power sharks and stuff, and lilies, they're all vulnerable to fire. So having Rafoy would make my grinding better. Mine's on hard, still too much for me at the moment. The Gill Chicks just knock me down. Alright, let's have a quick equipment review. So we've got on Boomer's Claw +5. I've used up some of my grinders on that, since it's a nearly 10-star weapon. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, 9 out of 10. Look at that attack power though. Whoa. So shock frame, which is level 35. Got 2 slots, general HP, 20 HP boost, and a 30 defense boost with metal body. Plasma barrier, which is level 31, and we've got our mag Hydra. We haven't found any other mags. Okay, Psi Armor is level 7. Oh my god, they're dropping rubbish. I'm spoiling myself by playing in hard mode and dropping back down to normal. But as we saw with the start of episode 2, normal mode for the next episode is probably harder than Ruins on normal. Ruins being the last area. Are we just going to loop around this area until you guys are all dead or what? Look at that, 2 hits. This is a mighty slap of doom. Hey, no clipping. Unfair. My fists are bigger than yours. Oh yeah. Right. What did that open up? Over here, maybe? It does make me wish there was a run button so you can just get a little bit faster once an area was cleared out. And I know this is running. Alright. Look at that spell casting pose. Boomer's Claw. Super sweet. Oh, what? We've got to walk back there. Okay. Alright, let's move. I should be focusing on the quest and the story content anyway. Oof. That bridge wasn't on the map for a moment. Thought we were going to plummet to our death. Funnily enough, and I'm sure I mentioned this last week, I die off stream more often than I do on stream. So the death count is a bit inaccurate. Just using mono waiting. Yeah, you see people doing speedruns and they're playing with a GameCube controller and they're just menuing so fast. And it's like they barely even look at what they need to do. That's the kind of technique that takes just heaps of practice. And the kind of stuff I would never be able to do. My brain doesn't work that well. Almost feel like I should unequip this. All too easy. Just remember to open up, like, 20 different things, so I better close it all to spare my poor memory. While I had that window open, I could have looked up who I was talking about in the PSO speedrunning, because they're entertaining, which is not always easy to do for a speedrunner. I did a search for Phantasy Star games done quick, and there's just there's one frame Starless run of, but that was glitch run, so you want to see glitchless. And then most of the rest were Phantasy Star 2 and Phantasy Star 4. There is a Phantasy Star 4 race I need to watch today. That'll be awesome. Not enough hours in the day. Doing my flips and spins. How do I turn the lights on? We're outdoors. How is it dark? Yes, 2. Hang around, Big Bird. Curses. Oh no! Nano Dragon lasers. Oh, they don't mind giving us fluids at least. Low on fluids. There's gotta be a light switch around here somewhere. Oh, I'm just pressing the button hoping confusion does the rest. Oh, there you go. Nice. Somewhat worked out in my favour. Do I have any trap missions? There's one. I've already managed to find the one trap in the whole area. Oh no, there's one. Okay. It's a trap. Ah! I'm getting beaten up by cactuses. Okay. At least we got some area of effect happening. Not as good as the Ra spells, of course. We'll get there, Yeah, as mentioned, the best way to speedrun this is as a glitchless is as a force, and you just kind of rely on leveling up your spells and getting a HP slot. You know, getting an armor with a couple of slots, so you can have one for mind and one for HP. Oh, get wrecked! Here he comes again. Oh, he's invulnerable to the. It's an unphoton. He's invulnerable to the deadly cactuses. Cacti? Cactuars? What are you doing there? Oh, are you stuck on the cactuses? No. Just glitch through everything. There we go. Come on, eat it. Eat my fist. The bonus XP is currently at 185% rate, which is good. Still a horrendous grind. if you notice at the start of the... Hey, General Bridge, there you go. You grab food, you do what you need to do. It's all good. As you may be noticing, I'm surviving just fine on my own with my boomer claw. Oh, that turned the lights on. Great. Doesn't open the fence though. What? The lights came back on, I swear. I'm confused. There's no information in the quest board. Oh, there's just more spawn. We're doing a lot more damage to Zoo, but Zoo is doing lots of damage to us. I still feel that defense is a weak point. Oh, there's two of them. That's that's probably why. Oh my god. Look at that mono mate. Barely touching our HP now. Honestly, I'm kind of scouring for better slot items. Because I would love something with more accuracy, more technique points even. But all the slot stuff I found has been pretty weak. Hey, buddy! What's a serious face? You over here? Oh, thank God. Does that mean the lights are going to come back on? Probably should heal myself first. Oh. Hey, maybe you've seen it. Have you seen a short Phonowell in purple? That's our friend. Oh, I can't remember the name. No? But you saw a purple Ucast? Did we? No. I'm only interested in finding a particular Phonowell. Oh, don't worry about it. Sorry to have bothered you. Still, where could she have gone? I could have sworn that she was right here. I'm in big trouble. Were you protecting her, were you? You the escort. Don't wait for everything to spawn in. Hey, I hit you, not the other way around. Ooh, okay, so still behind fences, still got rocks everywhere. They do their best to make these layouts confusing. Progress, there we go. Boxes. Oh, we're full up. Let's go sell some stuff. No gambling merchant when we're in a quest, unfortunately. Okay. Any cool spells? No. 2 Trimate though? Yes. We're doing alright for Dive Fluid, we're doing alright for Dive Mate. Sure. Speed up, mate. Some of those speedrun tricks were really interesting. Like, I think they would drop their money here. I think to give them better money drops, I think. Maybe the less money you have on you, the better money drops you get, potentially. But they were flicking through the menu so fast, and they weren't really using the face buttons very much. They were using a kind of a shortcut spell menu and putting the, latest and greatest spells at the top. Look at that, we've barely dug into this level. So yeah, with the hard level and grinding and stuff, even with 185% experience rate, that's still like 90 odd enemies to level up. And it's such a grind. So that's the only thing that, not the only thing, but the fact that Ultima has just flat rate of 5 times XP rather than, you know, we're barely at 2 times here. For an anniversary event, it's like, oh, it's such a grind. One of the special messages, oh God. One of the special messages came up the top saying someone had reached level 200. But it was like, this famous hunter's quest is just beginning. I don't think I ever hit the level cap back on the Dreamcast. I would get, you know, I would roll up a new character well before I got anywhere near 200. And I don't think I really delved much further than hard mode. I definitely don't think I did Ultimate. Ultimate even existed on the Dreamcast. I can't remember. But then I see there's also Ultimate speedruns, and it's like, oh. Unfortunately, what I did learn is that there's no, you know, there's no amazing strategy to make the controls better. It's still just working in the realm of how the controls work. You know, it's still run away, turn around technique, run away, turn around technique. And, you know, it seems to be very RNG based, so what maps you get, what drops you get, can really make or break your run, and that would drive me crazy. Like, if it's too luck based, I used up all my luck, you know, getting an awesome wife and having awesome kids. That's all my luck going, so my luck in video games is terrible. Food has been acquired. Popping on. Oh, good, General Peaches. Welcome in. Password is Rappy this week. Just mixing up all those bots out there trying to jump on my PSO game. Okay, hang on. Might want to heal. Bad luck in video games, nothing to show for it in real life. No. Come on, Ace Dark. Oh, you're an altered beast. Interesting. Should be the caves. Should be all natives out here. I'm hitting the natives with a native claw. Still not quite sure of the physics of how it gets dark outside. Oh, we are frozen while Peaches joins us. There we go. Very interesting. Yes, we're in the middle of a quest, by the way. You can, yes. All the government jobs, at least, I haven't checked the normal quest board. They all say this job can be joined, you know, people can join mid-job. So that's why I jumped in, because I was like, you know, Peaches will be along, and if they're along, they can join in. Yes, unfortunately I didn't get many levels. But I've got a big boomer's claw, so you know. Oh, you want a pot? There you go. I do not have Ryuka yet, so I'm still relying on telepipes. I'll have to buy some. That was the last one. Welcome in. Check out my claw. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. So what's that purple Phonowell's name? Do you remember? Peaches? We're looking for her, I think. Is the point of this quest. Root picker, there we go, yes. Well, not just like kind of yes and no. That's not what the quest says to do, but this is what all the dialogue is about. They went, oh, there was this girl who was hanging around the medical center, but she's now gone. And the Blue Ranger dude mentioned her and all that fun stuff. And here's Ash. I'm sure he'll say something about Rupika as well. Oh, your automatic trap vision was greatly missed. Boy, am I tired. Looks like I can't always trust my instincts. I also think I took a wrong turn somewhere. I was attacked by these creatures and got separated from my team. You are hopeless. I haven't been able to track them down. I wonder what I should do now. Good question. You should retire as a hunter. Well, obviously bad. He's so good at his job. This is just Warp's mission. Ah, cactus. Okay, there's that one there. Just want to see if there's any decent boxes over here, although normal loot. Oh, there's a healing ring. Nice. I was saying before that grinding on hard to play on normal makes the loot drops real boring. It's getting level 7 stuff. Oh, they love their traps, don't they? Remind me after this mission to buy more teleparks, because that was actually my... Yes. Ooh, I got a badge. Finally got a badge. Yay. Oh, there's telepipe as well. I am getting lucky. I also currently have one photon drop, which I obviously need more than one of. Ah, Kevin Punisher. Such a great weapon name. This guy first, then worry about the bird. Come back, bird. Come back and fly like a bird. Or a man, or something. My inventory full again. I love throwing these guys at us, don't they? We've got multiples of them, of course. Why wouldn't you? The gauntlet continues. Usually I find myself with a bit more time to grind on an average week. So of course, now that we've started streaming in earnest, and I'm trying to get up to a high level so we can stay on hard, so it's more interesting for you people. Of course, I've had 0 spare time. My eldest daughter's going to a birthday party tomorrow, so this morning I was like, we've got to go to the shop, we've got to get this kid a present. December we're getting a new bed, so this afternoon my wife and I went and looked at mattresses and it's like, oh, I can't go back. I can't go back to my old bed. The mattresses were so nice. We're on a really old mattress that has had much better days. Fucking birds. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's the wrong button there for sure. But just what... There we go. Ooh, I want to see... Oh, I was about to say... I want to see how the claw does against the big boy, but no such luck. Oh, have we got Works members again? Oh, one off from a photon blast. What do you got to say this time? You finally arrived. I knew you would come. No, it's nothing. I didn't mean anything by it. Okay. Entry beyond this point is strictly prohibited. This is how the other quest finished. This would be the only way these quests end. Father, why? Father, why? Father! Father! Hey, guess what? Okay, no, he said that already. Kind of freak dresses like that. That's it. Father! 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 Such a good song. So ruined by me doing a dishwashing shift at the White Horse Inn as a bit of a favour. Some of a currency accepted by scavengers and thieves. Right, let's install that by mistake. It's on level 3, we've got that ready. Yeah, the 2 other kitchen hands who were there that night after we'd closed up and were just doing the cleaning for the night. And he just flogged it over and over again. I was like, no, you're ruining it for me. Okay. Telepipes, let's get a couple of those. And then grab a trimate. How's my dye fluid and diamond going? Yeah, they're okay still. I'll try and rely on drops for those. Level up, UBT. Where do you find the badge store? Yeah, let me just find the exact right spot. Okay. Ah, there's a quest for it. Okay, cool. What am I doing? I want a deposit. Ah! There goes the Tekka. Well, we can turn in this quest and then do the anniversary one. Why not? Taking all suggestions. Would you like a link to see what the shops have? Yeah, sure. Pop it in the chat too. And while I'm waiting, I'll turn in this quest. We learnt nothing. There was no truth in this mission. You secured the southern route to the crater. That's great news, thank you. Now we can send out our advanced survey teams. Okay. We owe you all so much for this. You deserve a break. Go relax. You deserve a break. You secured us a path? That's great news. The southern route to the crater area is key to our plans. Well then, now maybe we can get a better handle on this mystery. Thank you. You've done a good job. I'll take a break for now. There is no break. And then of course we get kicked back out. Grand Party, episode 4. Always good that they're rocking out in the lobbies. You need more than one bronze badge to get much of substance from the shop. Yes. I assumed as much. Well, let's keep going with the government quest then. Let's get the plot going still. Okay. Oops. Yes, that was reality and truth, and it did not give us much in the way of reality or truth. Track down Rupika and Leo Grahart. Okay. Rupika and Leo Grahart are now both missing. Please follow their tracks and find them. What's wrong with your face? Is that coming? It is coming through. Thanks for coming, Hunter Dice Man. Before I get into the details, I need to ask something. Do you know Leo Grahart and Rupika by any chance? It was reality, there's not much truth to be found, yes. Should we say yes or no? Let's say no. Actually, we'll say yes. You do? And this will be simple. The truth is, both of them have disappeared. We would like you to try and track them down. The reason for their disappearance remains a mystery. Grahart was captain of the 32nd Infantry Division of Works. We've heard that they've been up to something. We have word that he's been residing inside that crater. In all likelihood, that is where they can both be found. Use the northern route to get to the crater with utmost haste. So why do we unlock the southern route? Speed is of the essence of this mission. Oh, is it going to be timed? Ugh. Also, this mission is absolutely top secret in every regard. We go back and say, nuts, so we can't go back and say no. So it's critical that you maintain this secrecy. Is this understood? Good. Works has been sending its members into the crater. We've been and continue to be very uneasy about this. Please use extreme caution. Okay. Did Leo Grahart give that order without proper approvals? I'm not sure, but we need to find out what's going on. You got it, Principal. The military has mobilized their Works division. Works was a powerful special ops task force back in our home. To curb their power, Leo was given a different government position. The elite members of this division are assigned to pioneer one as well. Still, even with Works weakened, it seems Leo Grahart hasn't given up. If he's still in charge, then we're all in for a lot of trouble. Evidently, Works and the Hunters Guild don't get along. There's also rumours of a counterforce created to oppose Works. They're called CARD Revolution. They're obviously working behind the scenes. We don't have much solid information on them. Okay, good to know. Let's go. They said it. They did. A whole bunch of those guys in uniform all went down to Rhaegal. What's going on? I'm worried. I know this is top secret, but we're going to talk to everybody about what we're doing. The meteor impact, the military crisis, it's one thing after another. What's going to happen to us? Hey, talk to me, lady. They say the crater is really, really huge. I mean, I've only heard stories, but still. That can't have been just any old meteor. Just, you know, everyday, run-of-the-mill, silly old meteor. One of your fellow hunters was running about in a panic. He had a pretty nice body though, so I didn't really mind. Right. Thanks, lady. I guess she's meant to be a little old lady. This is definitely a little kid though. That guy with the cape has been the talk of the town lately. Is that Leo? Must be. But who is he? Anybody in there? Nope. Anybody in the medical centre? You know, I never see that girl around here anymore. I hope she's okay. Good on you, nurse. All right, let's roll. Let's get planet side. Smack up some beasties. Doesn't appear to be a timer. My fingers were in the wrong spot. I was pressing the wrong button. Expert gamer. Panic, run. Time is of the essence, but feel free to hang around and wait for the rappies. Looting is always priority. Since the rappies actually come back, you know, they wake up with 0 health. But if they run past the cactus, they should automatically drop their items. Ah, I missed him. Good shooting. More monofluid. I need the good stuff. I need next one. That's where we started. Can't go that direction. All right. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, just drop it all. Wake up, you little turds. You little sandy bastards. Love that cartwheel. Love that flip. Oh my gosh. I managed to miss a lot. Well done, Lee. Hang on, there's boxes this way. Gotta do the boxes first. Wait for the world to render in behind it. Does this mean we'll soon be going into the crater? I'm excited. I'm excited for it to reuse textures from ruins from episode 1. Soon. Ooh. Is episode 4 short? That's short. hello. What's this? Ah, another golden badge. Great. Now I have 2. The crater routes, the crater interior, and the desert. Okay, we haven't done the desert yet. Is the desert after the crater interior? Damage. Oh, Dynamite, nice. Probably use these monomates. We've got quite a few. What did they drop? Another Dynamite, nice. Just wait for you to check those boxes. All right. Bit thirsty. Made a roast pork for dinner on a cold, wet winter's night. Didn't take any photos of it. Half the Discord doesn't have like channels solely for people's food photos. I should have taken a photo. I always get the cracker in there. So maybe it's best I didn't. It looked good. It wasn't. So while we were eating the roast, like, you know, the oven was still on full bore, trying to get that crackling right. I managed to char it a little bit. Oh, okay. What's happening? Greek, you're back. My inventory's full. Smack him around. These creatures are no challenge to either you or me, right? Now they're not. Ask yourself, why has Works been sent here? Works is a very zealous organization. I don't know your role in this, but I must continue to follow their trail. So you're not in Works? Right. Right. Ah. He was talking to Sue that other time. I'm just going to sell my stuff. Is Sue a member of Works? I can't remember. Oh, okay. So Greek and Sue's conversation was not, well, it could have been Works related, but not because they're in Works. Good to know. Don't sell the badge. Rest to level 6. Yeah, don't really need it. Grab another pipe. One day we'll get Ryoga. One day. Let's do a mag feed. Drop off the badge. You back down there, Peaches? Ready to roll? Since the telepipe will disappear once I go through it. Oh. Yep. Rock and roll. I always end up with my fingers back on the wrong keys. Right. Something up. Money. Ooh, nearly had a level up too. Just need tons and 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 tons of enemies. And you get lots of XP. Anti-level 2, really probably don't need that. How good is this claw? It's so good. If we get back to episode 1 and like try and get Del Saber's right arm and all that stuff too. Funnily enough, this is way better than the card of it. Card Revolution. Oh, that tiny little cactus. Okay. We're gonna miss. Okay. Come on, mate. Ooh, HP material. You beauty. That's an item. Look at that. It'll take us to 300 on the nose. Oh, man. We're very close to a level up anyway. To be fair to the card, the weapon itself isn't great either. Really? I'm loving it. What? The animation's the best part. Look at this. Wah, wah, wah. There it is, level up. Free heal. Mind strength +2. Evasion power up 5. Unfortunately, accuracy only up 1. Come on, where's all the bosses? Where's the big birds? There'll be a gauntlet at the end of everyone. Cutscene time. Nope. Just teleporting people in. And they still won't let us in. What are you doing here? The government has sent us every time. What, did you want to get through here? Yes. Well, I'm really hurting for Masetta. If you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, understand? I'll open this up if you give me 1,000 Masetta. This guy's my superior officer? Are you trying to get me in trouble? Ugh. Shut up. Don't say another word. I'm sick of just being a good little soldier. A man can go and find someone else to listen to. Ahem. That's what we gotta do then. Yeah, sure, whatever. What? 892 Masetta? That's it? Hey, come on, I'm desperate here. Oh, God. Okay, hang on. Need to go back and get money. Hey, beautiful. Can you do me a favour? Turn that into the scanner. And they'll have the same as always. Unbelievably, I'm too poor to bribe the guards. What happens if you tell him, no, I won't bribe you anyway? We'll see. Maybe we can try that. Man, if you don't believe me, you have to pay me anyway. Okay, so now we can afford your blood money. And a try mate on top of it. close to another point of defense. Alright, where is he? What am I doing? There, it's open. Go on through. Oh, did you bribe him? Fair enough. Alright, that's where we're heading. Ooh. Wow, this is a big crater. Same enemies though. Nickabani, how you going? Welcome in. Oh. Oh, great. Yeah, sorry, I did tell you I burnt it. There's heat there if you want some. I thought it was bugged, but it just put me in a different spot. Okay, good. That's what separate us. I'm gonna break up the team. There you go. This is machine gun. This top end and says the crackling while being a bit burnt is good. So there you go. Success. Culinary success. All right. Weirdest thing just happened to me. There's an insect not on my TV, but in your TV, between the protective foil and the LCD panel. What? Must be a really tiny little bug. If they're alive, you could probably just leave it and they'll go away on their own. What, you want a bribe too? We serve but one leader. Hail, Captain Leo! Hail, hail, the great man! Our duty is our duty. Captain's orders are absolute. We go over there? Pursuit. Can we walk in this water? We can. Look at that. Nice. Oh, we can't get it across that thing yet. Okay. Sorry, just exploring. Oh no, it died while it's in there. Oh no! That's tricky. You may just have to live with your literally dead pixel. I've never seen that. That's amazing. Considering we've been chatting about luck and everything else, it's a bit of bad luck for sure. The death animation on that bird. Absolutely plummets. Eats it. Ah, yes. And let me guess, one of the sound effects you're going to refer to is the bugs crawling across the screen. I mean, one can open the TV and get it out, but since the LCD panels are sensitive, you'll probably do more damage, yes. You might be better off just leaving it. It's like me with the kids when they get lots and lots of fingerprints on the TV. It's like, I could clean it off. Oh, raid material, sweet. You know, there's mats that heaps the capacity for materials. Here's the raid materials. And it's like, I could clean it, but I'm risking damaging the screen more. So sometimes you just gotta let those fingerprints and handprints go. Doing better than your mum. The TV in the bedroom is backlight and sound, but no pictures. Yes. Oh no! How old's the TV? Is it a bit old? My poor old mum, when anything happens with her TV, she blames herself. It's like, it's not your fault. you know, this bit just died, or the remote control sucks, or that sort of thing. 3 years. That's amazing. TV should last much longer than that. The TV down the lounge we've got, which cops all the handprints and fingerprints and everything. That was bought in 2016. It's still going. Don't need an antidote. Do need telepipes. Always need telepipes. I'm going to use my evade material. Use monofluid. Trap vision, yeah, you really need those. I like how these guys are guarding things, but they're actually not stopping us. They say the captain's been abducted. But that's impossible. Nobody can defeat the captain. The military is also investigating the creatures in this area. The captain has ordered us to set up a tactical perimeter and not to fight anything. Abduction isn't necessarily being defeated, it's a temporary setback. Come on, let's just fight. Oof. Takes my cartwheel of death. First guessing it's probably a dead capacitor, which with the help of your grand... Oh, ooh. I've never soldered anything, but I also have 2 friends who are electricians. So I don't have to. I could just say, hey, you actually know what you're doing with a soldering gun? Got me out here. Cartwheel doing. Ooh. Hey, this looks cool though. Glad to see a bit of variety on the terrain. Not so much with the enemies. Did a course in high school for 3 to 4 hours on soldering and soldered a bit on a Dreamcast. Oh. What did you attach to the Dreamcast? Oh, die fluid, that's the stuff. Changing your passive when you're down. Well, hey. If the TV's already busted, what's the worst thing that can happen? I have to reload the entire screen. Oh, hello, is this Leo? You hunters are sticking your necks out a bit too far. If you get too deep into this, you'll be sorry. And we'll continue to be vague. Hey, you there. You know anything about photon drops? Doesn't look like it. Sorry for asking. Fuck you. Wait, where'd they go? Dreamcast sometimes lose connectivity on a certain connector over time that you can give a better connection with some extra solder. There you go. I had the issue where the pins were full of dust. That was my main issue with my Dreamcast. So I fixed myself, opened up, cleaned the dust out of those bad boys. Do you reckon that guy would have said something different if I had photon drops on? Shame I was just stressed. Maybe. Oh, the red ring of death. Yes, indeed. But unlike the red ring of death where you could get your Xbox replaced, the Dreamcast was just like We're at the hardware market now. Fix it yourself. All right. Might have gotten different dialogue. I can go back and get a photon. Soul Calibur works up until the town. Shenway works sometimes. So I wouldn't do it all. Ah, okay. Yeah, so it probably was just a distance. Stop punching me. There's our friend. He was looking for a Pika before. Okay. It's the guy who has the knack. Voodoo he do. How much of PSO is even left? I was wondering that earlier myself. This is quest number 4. Government quest number 4. We're into the crater interior, which is, you know, a new area for me. But apparently there's another area after this, so... Depends on how good we are at beating bosses. If PSO, if this is really short, like a couple of streams short, still have the desert there you go. Then I'm happy to do some hard mode and do some quests and stuff, because there's some cool quests you can do across all the episodes. Oh, episode 1, yes, sorry. Features, bang on, this is the last one that's onto Phantasy Star Universe. Hey, I heard that a blue laser from Rhaegal knocked the meteor from its path. I wonder if the laser was some kind of orbital space defense weapon. It was probably Dark Force. It's always Dark Force. What is it? You want some info? Yeah, sure. Fine, 10,000 Meseta. No way. Huh. All right then, 1,000 Meseta. All right, that's better. There was a certain project. It was begun before our division was formed. That meteor crashing into Rhaegal was like an omen to reform this plan. Data from the control tower via Wiz, the weapon that took down the meteor, the impact site, that girl's power, and finally the Mother Project. Now we've got the Mother Project. The project has entered its final stage. To discover the truth, go under the ground, beneath the crater. But alas, there's nothing you can do. That was a lot of info. Okay. We got Works, we got Mother, we got Wiz. Rapika's got something to do with it. Some kind of dark force. Who could it be? You might be surprised by who shot down the meteor. Was it the principal? It was the principal. No, it was Irene. She's gone rogue. Dr. Montague, I should have known. So he synthesized himself a nano dragon weapon. And that's how he's made the blue bees. Nick Cavani suddenly representing WatchMojo.com over here. Oop, should probably hit. Trying to make that death counter go up. Turns out Nick Cavani writes for the German division of BuzzFeed. he just chops straight up and down. Oh, you got yourself stuck. Let me help you out with that. Let me do my combo. The German version is Brummenfutter. Oh yeah. God, there's lots of damage. I've got to get out of his way. He's picking on me. There we go. 241% does not make up for what I paid that other guy. Oh, there's Ash again. I thought Leo was kidnapped. He's just chilling out. Ah, the kidnapping is a lie. You know, I thought you'd already be ahead of me. Usually we are. Guess my luck's changing. What? Did I lose them again? Damn! I've got to focus. I will save her. Alright, hang on. I'm just going to sell stuff again. This is the fun part you all come to see, right? Shopping. What would a direct translation of Brummenfutter be? Nickabani, you reckon, into English? Or is that BuzzFeed in German? I'm just not getting the joke. Let's go to the mall. I said no. Why did I say no? It's used to telling the ticker to leave me be. Got anything? Oh, I do. That's good. Usually means I can get more money for them. Oh, just have to stretch a little bit. Oh. Well, I do want to buy eventually, but not right now. Brummen is buzzing like beer or something. Futter is feed like animal feed. Oh, so it's a purposely bad translation. How many star animals have I got? I've got one. Maybe I'll hang on to it. Do a round of star animals for our mag. Just give it a bit of variety. This diet. Oh, Baraha. Does that give us another photon blast? No? Apparently not. Did not. Okay. Let's go see what it looks like. Why is it called feed in technical jargon anyway? Cool, I've got wings. I guess, like, an RSS feed, you have articles fed into it, like, from sources. Like from a blog post, from a blog site or whatever. That's where feed comes in. But it's like, I guess, you know, much like you would feed punch cards into a machine, into a computer back in the day, they're feeding articles or whatever to you, to this RSS feed. So yeah, it's just a feed. Like they use the same term for like a news feed, for example. What button am I pressing here? Just not getting any combos. Oh god, they're everywhere. Track 0, thank you very much for the 250 bits.
Someone jack me into my data feed, Roy 8 sneeze Desmond 6 club, just no revolutions, please.
Oh no, the bot doesn't say CARD. Oh no, no! Thank you, Peaches. Welcome to Track Zero. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for 250 bits. Nice to somehow teach the bot to say, you know, use all the right acronyms. Come on. Oh, he's kicking my ass. They certainly do. Yes, they certainly do. Oh my God, there's some more of them. Ah! Oh my God. I'm stuck in it. I'm stuck. Ah! Run away. Teach your bot. He found the card like an American. Is that a card you got there? You know what I mean? C-A-R-D. I'm dead again. Good heavens. Peaches. Missed some boxes back on the other side of the crater. I love how they just never bothered to animate General Leo walking or doing anything. Oh, that's not on the other side, it's over here. Boxes, 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 boxes. I'm only Canadian, so I can't speak it through, so. It's like how Queenslanders speak Australian with an A on the end. Same thing for Canadians. I can only speak in Canadian, eh? My aunt who lives up in Queensland, she says she punctuates every sentence with A, 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 A. I mean, true freedom of speech would just, oh no, no. There we go, Buster. This area is so massive. I'm very glad I had you there, Peaches, because that would have destroyed me, that battle. Alright. I once had a new co-worker who was Kiwi. Asked me to guess where he was from. I said Australia, just for his face. Where do you think I'm from, bro? Flash and chops and all that, you know? Australia? No way, bro. We're way better than them at rugby. Okay, now we've done a full loop of the interior of the crater. Karen, the captain, must have a logical reason for what he's doing. You! This area will soon be under military control. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave. How can we just fight these fools? So you're Karen, hey? What is father thinking? Ah, Leo's your father. Why is he obsessed with that girl? What? You again? I don't know what you're trying to pull. But don't interfere with the military. Now leave this facility at once. There's Leo. Seems like we've got some pests buzzing around. Father! It's just going. Why? Why am I? There is no need for questions, my dear. But you shall soon see. I cannot let anyone interfere with my plans. Not even you, Karen. Soon now, very soon. All right. Yeah. Oh, you're not a Roo then. I'm a Kiwi, not a koala. Get out of here. Put it in the jelly bin. Alright. The intrigue builds. This character we've just been introduced to has got a plan. And his daughter, who we didn't know was his daughter until just now, is also involved. And Rapika is mesmerized, potentially? I don't know. Any good spells? Oh, you just don't want to give me anything, do you? Don't want to give me anything. Actually, I should check my items just to see if there's any spells I can cast now that I'm level 36. Spells I can memorize even. There you go. G-Boy. G's on. Sweet. Got some trap visions, got some boom. Female koalas usually live in lesbian polycules. There you go. What's this? What are you giving me? Oh no! Oh, you want me to upgrade my boomer's right arm? I can't equip this. Thank you anyway. Oh, I can't equip them because we have to go see Dr. Montague. Which we can do. Could do. But thank you. Anyway, what are we going to do? Dragon's Claw. Rappy's Wing. Oh my god, I didn't realise there was that many of them. Well, you know what quest we have to do next? We have to go back to episode 1 and turn these into weapons. What do you think? What's the mission called? I've already done it, so, you know, I'll just go talk to Dr. Montague. What's it called? I see. So, Leo Grahart to Rapika Underground. We need to act with utmost haste. We've got to find out what's inside the crater. We'll set the teleporter coordinates for the underground stratum. Please come back once we've completed our preparations. Till then, please rest. You've done a good job. Pay me more then. They got away? I see. I wonder why he took Rapika underground. I'll inform the principal and see what we need to do next. Thank you for your work. Well, you know we have work for you. All right. Let's collect our reward, and then let's go back to episode 1 very briefly. Organised party, grand party, episode. MMG's my name, Rappy is the game. Oh no, we're regressing, no. So, what Peaches has just done has given me a bunch of enemy body parts. And we can take these to Dr. Montague here in episode 1. Let's wait for Peaches to join. But Dr. Montague doesn't like hang around out here. He's in a quest, and I've done the quest chain, so he'll make weapons for us. That's why I've got a boom's claw. There we go. We need to go to the quiz, the thing. So what is it? It was. Oh no, you have to be in single player mode. Do you? Not sure you can join me for this. Yes, I'm sorry, I don't think you can. You have to be in single player mode. Hang on. Sorry. Sorry, Peaches. Party, episode 1. Play mode, 1 person. So when you're in single player mode, you get side stories. And is it Doc's secret plan? Or is it Dr. Osto's research? I think it's Dr. Osto's research. Can't do it again. What? Okay, hang on. I don't have to do the quest every time I want to do it. Well, I did complete the quest. Oh, shit. Well, hey, you know how I said we should do some quests? We can do them again on hard mode. Well, I have to do them by myself. You can't replay it now until you complete all the quests. Oh my god. So, what I would have to do on hard mode, for example. Track 0, you're enjoying this far too much. Yep, alright. Back to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Alright. So, let's give you some quests. Let's give you some dialogue. Let's give you some story. Side story. We'll start off with Karik. Please find a hunter and bring him back. He went down to Rhaegal for a quest. Skip dialogue? No. Are you Dice Man? I'm Zed. I asked a young hunter, Ash, to do some research on Rhaegal. He's supposed to be done with the job by now, but he hasn't returned yet. Perhaps he got himself into some trouble. So I want to ask you to go to Rhaegal and rescue him. Not by yourself. Please go with that hunter over there. First of all, can you bring him here? I'll talk to you later. It's him. Are you Dice Man? It's the first time I've had a partner. Zed asked me to do this job first. Unexpectedly, he told me I'd have to work with someone else. I had to say yes, as he is my client. Look at that, level 61 Karik. Oh. Hello again, Dice Man. He's Karik, the partner for this quest. He's a shoe cast. He's a pro. Perhaps you can learn a lot from him. Karik, I know you're unhappy, but I need 2 hunters for this. One has to retrieve the data disk that I asked Ash to get. The other is to help Ash return here if he is injured. This is my personal agenda. It has nothing to do with things. Ash is my cousin. I don't want to lose him. Please understand. I have no choice. It's the job. So yeah, so we get Karik to help us throughout this quest. It's a bit of a tutorial type quest. It gives a bit of a rundown on how things work. That's why it's called Battle Train. Prepare yourself for the savage creatures of Rhaegal. If you're close enough, a cursor shows you which enemy you can attack. Don't let them surround you. Now this shouldn't be too bad. Oh, it feels cruel to beat them up with their own claws. Hey, we're on hard mode, so we're at XP 61, look at that. Nice. I don't think I've ever completed all the quests in my life. They actually updated the game so you can change your targeting cursor. How do you do that? Oh, okay. Oh, I get what you mean. So not change your target, just change the cursor. Be careful. Even if you defeat one group, another one may be hiding near you. Watch the radar. Prepare for the battle so you don't get surrounded. Speaking of text files and configuration, I re-looked at the page for Golden Souls this morning. And yes, it says you should map the reload key so you can reload the guns manually. That's a door switch. Press it. The door should become unlocked. Yes, we are in the tutorial zone. I'm waiting for them to release a very important update that fixes damage cancelling on Ophidian. I didn't realize it was broken. How is it broken? Oh, see, this is my grinding spot. 61 per Mothman. Just let it keep spawning and just grind away. But we won't do that. We want to get through this quest. We'll keep on going. Did we get taught about the Emu War in school? No. I did do Australian history, and it was more focused on stuff like colonisation and stuff like that. So not so much about the Emu War. There's a bug in the original game due to how they send enemy updates to the server. Okay. So this isn't an Affinia bug. This is an original bug. Instead of setting that X damage was done to an enemy, they'll send that enemy's current health from the perspective of the client. In some areas, you must defeat all the enemies not locked at all. Yes, no, there's Freak. Perhaps for security reasons. Other doors can be opened through switches. Thank you, Freak. So that cancels out your damage, essentially. Ooh. Amplifier of Barter. Nice. Photon amplifier that boosts the effective power of Barter. I will put that in storage. Wait, you have a guys have a dedicated class in Australian history like Americans get? Yes. Yeah, so, well, I did high school a long time ago. Arms protectors have attributes. Learn to link attributes to enemy types. Monsters around here are all native animals. Practice on them. Techniques also have attributes. Learn the attributes one is verb. Yeah, so Ikebani, so we start out with reception, then year 1, year 2, blah, blah, blah. We go all the way up to year 12. Year 10, if you complete year 10, you can then leave school if you want to. If you're with your teammates, they'll watch your back. If you're alone, try to change the view, often look around. So in year 11 and 12, you get more choice of what courses you want to take, what lessons you want to do. So Australian history was an optional one in year 11 and year 12. Like you pick what kind of English you want to do, what kind of maths you want to do. If you want to do something like Spanish, or at my school was Spanish or German, I think. So it's getting close to the university style where you pick what lessons you want. So if 2 different players attack an enemy, they will send the current health of that monster from their perspective to the server, and if timed right, the second packet down to dig it. I always find that wild. We always had history class because everything is connected. I think you should absolutely have... Oh, I've got a bronze badge. What's wrong? Is it difficult to hit the enemies? No problem. All right, it's okay as long as you aren't a liability. And there is some history stuff, you know, in primary school and stuff like that. But yeah, as far as dedicated history goes, you would have to do Australian history in high school, or of course some sort of history at college or university. Yeah, there should definitely be. Gotta learn from the past. So no wonder I wasn't killing all those enemies. Peaches, I was cancelling out your damage probably. Not me, it's the game. So you see here in hard mode, we're getting like 77 XP for one of these guys. And we were getting like 30 odd for the R-Tracks, which was giant bruises. So it's just, if you want to level up, you just go to hard mode. It was always 12 years of school because we had 13 years here up until the 2 years before. So it's, you do preschool when you're 4, you do reception, and then, yeah, year 1 to year 12. So, yeah, 13 years. I don't know why they call it reception rather than year 1 and go to year 13, but hey, whatever. And, yeah, reception. So, my youngest daughter's in preschool this year, and next year she'll be in reception. Yeah. Here's a simple battle tip. Be mindful of the colours during battle, blah, 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 blah. So you get out of school with 19/20. Yeah, I was 18 when I finished. Preschool was kindergarten. Yeah, preschool's kindergarten. And it depends on what state you're in, because in Victoria they call it kinder rather than preschool. Yeah, Victoria just calls it kinder, I'm pretty sure. In the US, they have preschool. Oh, preschool and kindergarten. Okay, there you go. Nice, man. Look at the action palette. See the outline colours? Notice that the cursor colour has a matching action palette colour. So a red cursor means pressing a red action, blah, 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 blah. Got it? Got it. The kids want to go to children. Yes. Hey kids, want to go to the children garden? Preschool makes a lot more sense. Who is it? You want a Zanbar? What's a Zanbar? There's our boy. He's only got a first level sword. I don't know who you guys are, but be careful. They're still hiding around here. Oh, okay. Gotta fight the enemies first. I can hear something. A growl? Got the data disc. Oh, it was wolves. It wasn't rapids. My mistake. Still, wolves aren't much to talk about either. Ash, could have done better. In the episode 1 quest where you help a guy kill 10k monsters before he dies or whatever. Hey, sure. If you don't want it, I'll have it. Absolutely. Thank you. Zid? Now I know why you guys are here. He always treats me like a kid. I completed the quest, but suddenly they attacked me here. Yeah, 4 monsters appeared and I dropped the disc. I couldn't do anything. Which means you failed the quest, Ash. How vexing. I appreciate that you guys came to save me, but I suck. I'll take this boy with me. You deliver the disc to the client, then we can finish the job. Nice man. Train yourself. Become much stronger to impress me. Ha ha ha. In the east of Germany, you can give your kids to a kind of pre-kindergarten called Pip. From the age of 1, I think. What, age of 1? Such a good system, they learn socialising really early. Yeah. Childcare's good for that, but it costs an arm and a leg here. I completed the quest, but then I failed the quest, exactly. Ah, no unknown items, just random stuff. At least we're getting better drops. Ooh, we'll hang on to that foil leg. Oh, I picked up a tri-fluid in our travels. Oh, I should deposit all this stuff in to free up some money, shouldn't I? Cool spells? No cool spells. How much does childcare cost? It's like very expensive per week. It's like a couple $100 per week, I think. I've never done it because we haven't been able to afford it. The closest we got was my youngest in childcare. We were looking at a childcare place at the start of last year, you know, to give us something to do before preschool. And the place we looked at had a COVID outbreak. So we were like, yeah, we'll continue not going to childcare. It wasn't their fault. It wasn't that they were being, you know, dodgy. It's just like, yeah, that's just a sign. We should. There we go. All right. Deposit the tri-fluid. Okay. Oh, it gets no dex at all from Trimate now. It's just power. Alright. That's the first question in this quest line. Do we really want to watch me do this? Because it's going to take a minute. If I recall correctly, there were costs when I went like, €40 per month. There you go. And now we have a right to childcare, so it's integrated into social services. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Thank you, I'll keep practicing. And I will never improve. Tariq already left after receiving the Meseta. Phew. I've never seen such an intimidating android. It was like that android was built for battle. This must be the disc that I asked Ash to find. Thanks. Ash is enduring the pains as he might go see a doctor. You can get your reward at the Hunters Guild. Thank you. 500 big ones. Oh, I've just got to refill my water bottle. I'll be right back. Luke Kickbox, welcome in, thank you. Oh, I'm glad you appreciate it. I managed to come in when I was just refilling my water bottle. And my wife was moving stuff around the fridge. Fit bread in. What time is it? Let's get back to episode 4. I'll worry about these awesome enemy weapons later. I'll give me something to do when I'm grinding off screen. There are not enough open spots in kindergarten, especially in West Germany. Ah, yes. Underfunded, of course. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, my wife was trying to make room in the fridge for her baking, so... baking bread. And all the leftover roast was in there and moving stuff around, so it was good timing for me to refill my bottle. Alright, let's wait for Peaches. What's our next quest? Ooh, multi-part quest. Leo Grahart has taken Rapika into the crater. Rescue her. But it's a two-parter. We're not going to finish this quest Ash style. Thank you for coming, Dice Man. Well, a lot of people took it up during the pandemic, but my wife started before that actually because her friend took us to a baking bread class, and we stopped for a long time. But a friend of mine had some awesome starter, so we got sucked back in. Leo Grahart was headed further underground along the Rapika. I want you to try and rescue her from him. We can only speculate what his true intentions are. She's not being fussy, it's just, or being too cool for school with her bread. It's just something to do. Perhaps there's a clue underground, plus the kids love it. They love to eat the sourdough. The teleporter has been prepared to send you to the target area. Unfortunately, the teleport system has been acting up, so we're going to put you back in the crater again. We were unable to get coordinates directly to the target zone. So you'll be sent to a location just within the crater. Told you. Head in as deep as you can into the crater and get Rapika out of there. Good luck. I took a look at what the last government quest is in episode 4, so you know what the last one is, okay. Let's not spoil it, let's just figure it out on our own. We cannot guarantee how stable it is within the crater itself. They hate touching flour because they've dermatized special hands. Yeah, that would suck, that would hurt. We also believe you'll likely encounter new dangerous creatures. This will be a very potentially hazardous mission. Please be careful. You never took that break we told you to take. The situation is so difficult to believe. Actually, I need to inform you of something. Rapika has been under my protection by the behest of our government. I'm ashamed at having failed in my duty to keep her safe. The situation is grim. Your help will continue to be invaluable to us. Only a handful of people know about what I just told you about Rapika. I'm asking you to please keep what I told you in confidence. After she's back safely, I'll come clean to everyone. In the meantime, though, Rapika's safety comes first. Please find and rescue her. Leo seems intent on getting deeper into the crater. I've also heard the anti-works organization is extremely active now. Why did Leo Grahart flee into the crater's underground stratum? Is he trying to stay hidden? Or is there something else going on? All right, what's your info, buddy? Those guys in uniform seem to be bickering amongst themselves. They seem divided in opinion over their captain. They've all only got one thing to say. Peach is keeping us entertained in the background there. Oh, I just can't slake my thirst for knowledge. I think they might find the meteor down there underground. Oh, I'd love to be able to go see it. They say that the crater leads to a subterranean stratum. I've never been down to the surface, let alone beneath it. I'm getting tired of being stuck on this spaceship. Yeah, you'd be getting a bit stir-crazy after a while, wouldn't you? Oh, got someone who's found the red ring. Who's that snob with the really gaudy hat that came through here? I think I've seen him before. Is he famous or something? Gaudy hat. That's not Dr. Montague. It's too bad about that girl who was hanging out at the medical center. She was a little weird, wasn't she? She sometimes acted grown up, then all of a sudden she was like a kid again. I couldn't tell if she was older or younger than me. Oh, that makes it worse. I like chalk better than markers for maths and physics classes, but if I use them for a long time, my fingers literally bleed. Oh no! I have to get myself one of those artist gloves that only covers the thumb, index, and middle finger whenever I'm a teacher. Oh, that sucks. Say, you know that girl who was here before? I have a strange feeling about her. She always seemed so happy up until she disappeared. When I worked in hospitality, when I was a waiter and then I was a dishwasher. But just being a waiter, like you wash your hands all the time. And so my dermatitis got real bad. I was hurting. I was bleeding. I got prescribed some awesome creams for it, so I was essentially rubbing a steroid into my hands to make them heal faster. Oh, they love giving me teleports, don't they? So we just have to fight this whole thing again. At least we got put in the same spot, Peaches, rather than separated. No cross armor is no good. Well, it's not that it's no good, but way below my level. Never had to use a lot of disinfectant during the pandemic. Oh, yes. Sanitizer is hell on that kind of skin. Feel your pain. It happens, it flares up for me worse in winter, so it's happening at the moment, actually. So, lucky me. Money. Hey VR, how you going? Look, the only thing we're sanitizing here is the surface of the planet Rhaegar. It's going great. We're well into episode 4. We're doing government quests. What's this quest called? I've forgotten already. So the Chosen, part 1 of 2. We're having fun with now it's too loud. Last time you were on, you said it was too quiet. And the Chromas welcome in. Oh my gosh. Hang on. Let me turn the game down a smidgen. And then shout some people out. Let's do that. Oh, it's the wrong keyboard. Good, the Chromas, have you been yourself? Switching between 2 keyboards is messing with my brain. Ah, so it was always super loud. Yeah, when I'm just grinding and I'm watching other people stream or whatever, it's like, okay, Fantasy Star Online, you're going to be at volume 5. Working a lot, studying for IT stuff. Cool. Is this meant to be a maze? I think it's meant to be a maze. Oh, Peaches knows where to go. It's a bit hard to tell at times what's a big enough gap to walk through. You do not. Disinfectant works by ripping apart the lipids of the virus walls. It also has lipids. The protective fat layer on your skin, so your skin doesn't dry out. That's also the thing with dermatitis. Not enough fat in your skin. Also the reason too much is bad for your skin. Just at your hotel. A few more people need things done while I was downstate, so you're away a little longer. Oh, okay, cool. Chilling in a hotel watching Twitch streams? Sounds nice. Sounds like a good holiday. Where do we go? What do we do? Is this just not the right direction to go in the first place? Yeah, maybe it's the wrong direction in the first place. Let's head back and see if we can go somewhere else. I don't even know how to get the fuck out of here. Hang on. Killing time till my phone starts blowing up. I get to drive all over creation again. Oh, wow. You're a man in demand, VR. At least you get to drive around all of creation in a cool car. Found it? All right, hang on. Where are you? Ah, awesome. You're a D-man. I'm just glad we can give Nicobano a platform for his puns. It's a shame you still couldn't get it to work, LaCroix. We're actually playing on a different PSOBB version again. It could be your computer is like going, this is a virus and stopping it from running, which is something I had to fix. Oh, I got G-Barter already. I can do puns in multiple languages. Let's go. I do love how stuck they get on things. Oop. Language puns, yes. It's always funny trying to explain figures of speech to kids and stuff. Like I said to something about my daughter today about, you know, this guy was piggybacking on that bus, blah, 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 blah. As in a car was piggybacking on a, you know, following a bus through a gap that I'd left for him. Well, I waited politely. She's like, what does that mean? It's like, well, I've given you piggybacks. Imagine that car is piggybacking on that bus. Time works the same way. Oh, they're just throwing these dolphins at us. So many of them. Is he stuck on a rock? Oh, if he was, he's not stuck now. Ah, wrong buttons. There we go. Level up. Peach is level 52. Wait for my confusion to end. Don't understand the difference between figure of speech, idiom, and proverb. What's the proverb, I should say? Figure of speech and idiom are pretty much the same thing, I think. They're pretty much synonyms. Proverb is more prescriptive. It's more of a Bible thing. So a figure of speech and an idiom would both be like, you know, hair of the dog, straw the boat, the camel's back type things. Whereas a proverb is more like a little story. That's the way I would treat it. The teleport has been rewired to send people underground. We sent quite a few down already. What could be down there though? It's all or nothing from here on out. I've got to save her. Why are you trying to save her, Pika? What's your deal, Ash? Alright, are we ready to head down? Come on down! We're checking all outsiders who come through. You must be the 9th person to come through. Is that all you're checking? You're just doing a head count? Great. Subterranean Desert 1. Oh, cool. I like the doors. Last zone. Oh my god, the last fast starlight zone. Biome. Look at these things. Gorans. Look at the big smiles on their faces. They're just happy to see us. Let's just teleport. What the fuck? Yeah, they do that. Okay. What sound effects are they making? Hey, hey, level 37. Off of Peach's shot, of course. Oh, let's try. How do you feel about punching? Still hit him. They do look very dark type creature, don't they? Very ruins. Can't hit these things. I should just stay away from them. Okay. Boink. Ooh, the little caves and everything. Oh, this is great. This is good. I'm happy to be away from all the cactuses. Cacti. Cactuars. Can we not defeat these things? Oh, this undefeatable. Man, maybe I do prefer the cacti rather than the poison spewing plants. All right. Oh, there they are. Maybe you could help me figure out if it's a proverb or an idiom. One of my fave German ones my grandpa tells a lot. The pond was 1 meter deep on average, but the cow still drowned. See, that sounds like a proverb to me. Proverb, a short popular saying, usually of unknown and ancient origin, that expresses effectively some commonplace truth or useful thought. A wise saying or precept, a didactic sentence. So yeah, that sounds like a proverb to me. Peach has just gone ahead because like he's looking up the dictionary now. What the hell? What is that thing? Marissa A. Is he on the other? Oh, he's on the other side of it. Ah! Come on, let me see what these guys look like. Turn the lights on. Oh my god, they jump out of the ground. What is happening here? Why can't I hit him? Okay, Forget you, pal. I'm just glad I looked up proverb and it was like, yeah, you were right, but for a change. No. We'll bust out our ranged weapons. Oh, you gotta stay on that button to keep the lights on. Oh, well. Oh, cactuses, bloody hell. Getting a bit low on the old dye fluids. Whoa. What the hell's happening in here? My eyes. I cannot see. Ooh, whatever's happening has made the rappies a bit stronger. Superheated room. Ah, okay. Because we're in a desert and all, that makes sense. I was going to say, what's happening to my health? I love how they have little flappy arms. What? Marissa, you're a very silly enemy. Next is the mega heated. Too much going on in this mega heated room. Pyrogorns. What is that? Is that a zoo or is it something else? Oh, it's still a zoo, okay. Not some crazy bird. We have to go back for some more fluids in a minute. After the superheated room. Somewhere. Things get heated. My forehead continues to shine. Why am I using the monomates first? I'm an idiot. Alright. I've got to make a run back to get some dye fluids. So just give me a moment. Alright. Everybody, chill. Wait. Oh, you're getting hurt by the room. Okay. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! Oh, no, that completely got away from me. No Arnold impression there. I'm very upset about my frozen wife, but it won't stop me from making ice puns. Soul Buster. Too kind of. Alright, so we've already got G-Bar. Ooh, we're close. Already got G-Bar level 2. Ooh, evade material. Tone is perfect, just need more Austrian accent. Okay, good to know. I'll practice and I'll get back to you. Now, dye fluids. The hospital restores traps. So when we go back down, the traps will be back. Ah, okay. See you at the party, Richter. Now, hang on, let's check my inventory. Evade material. And then shell deposit. Moves on. See if there's any spells we can learn. Still a long way from being able to equip any of these cool guns. We'll get there eventually. No new spells. Okay. Alright. Remember in version 2 when casting no traps? Pepperidge. I didn't play a cast in episode 2, so I'm glad Pepperidge Farm is here to remind us. Is that an enemy? Oh no, that's just an environmental thing. What is your deal? Why can't I hit those things sometimes? I don't understand. They're so goofy, like the fact they can jump. They seem to be in the floor, but then they can jump. Like, what? When episode 1 and 2 comes along, and androids get the best CC in the game. Oh, you can't hit them when they jump. Okay, so when they just start doing that jumping back and forth thing. Okay. Tons of iframes. Got it. Where in the world is the captain gone? He's on the map. We can see him. Does this have something to do with the meteor impact? Yeah, probably. Oh my god, there's falling stalactites. Oh. Where in the world is Carmen Zango? Good question. Leo Garhart almost has the same amount of syllables. Oh no! Death counter up. I do not need to bring moon atomizers with me, but Peaches does. Greek, you're back again. Always looking super intimidating with your giant size and glowing yellow eyes. Where are you, Greek? He's not over there. Okay, so he showed us this little cutscene of him appearing. And he's not here? Oh great, there's more to fight, hooray! I wish Soul Eater and Soul Banish were better, yes. It would be better if there was, the trade-off of health regeneration. God, there's so many of them. A bit out of hand. Just use 2 dimates I really don't need to use. No. Ah, okay, cool. Ah, yes. What do you got to say, Greek? I see. Let's not change the subject now. What was the subject? The people you're looking for up ahead are gone now. Oh, my guess? I don't know, they've left and gone someplace else. Very insightful. people that you're looking for have left. My guess, they've left. Giant size are awesome. Ah, we're completely healed. Mono grinder, always welcome. What was the subject? Shut up, don't change the subject. Okay, let's just use that mono grinder. Boost light resistance by 10, that's okay, but could be better. And now magically the path is open. Black material, awesome. Oh, those are just, they're not enemies, they're boxes. Cool. Don't die now. These are spicy boys. Gotta love an enemy that just teleports away when it's hard to aim already. Well, we can just move on out of this room, can't we? There's our targets. And they do a shimmy shake. I like how the dark creatures seem to just be, oh my god, what is that thing? It's huge. Goron detonator, Goran even. Oh my god. Hang on, need fluid, need health. How do you feel about ice, big man? 43. Oh god. He's got range. Crazy range. To experience for the travel. Oh, fucking. The zoo is still the most deadly enemy. Nope. Oh, my buttons. There we go. Switch to. Oh. Hey, little guy. Ew. Yeah. Oh. Blocking my sweet moves. Oh, was there even set it? We don't have money. Oh, the guard dude. I love the little background detail of that little creature there. Well done. 39% was well worth. What are hunters doing sneaking around here? Yeah, we're real stealthy. Return to the surface immediately. This is a military affair. Should we just check that other path first with the locked door? feels like that way is progress. This way might just be stuff. Oh no, there's multiple doors out of here. God. Ah, there you go, stuff. Oregon. I haven't actually seen it cast any fire, which is fair, funnily enough. It's actually meant to be called Pythagorean, but they lost some letters along the way. Yay! We went so far, this has to be good, right? Nope. Let's do that. Don't need trap visions, so that's alright. Let's make some room. What? 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 We've got hives now. Bug hives. We've got poison things. Ah! The desert sucks. Ah! Getting kicked around for sure. Oh. What? Enemies in the hallway? We haven't done this since episode 2. Ooh. That's a special weapon drop sound. 1. There we go. Ah, another badge. Badge with a badge. Okay. Well, let's use some mono fluids. Efficient. Alright. Ooh, hello. This is going to be a big fight room, isn't it? Has that made me invulnerable? Sure has. Yes. Now it's time for some fist fighting. There's no... Man, I probably get 5% internet cutout stay now. Oh no. That's no good, Nickabani. This is a crater within a crater. Sounds like you've gone to not a very good new ISP, unfortunately. Ooh. Oh, we're not invulnerable anymore. Woo. Oh, God. These suck. Not zoos with animals. This thing. This enemy sucks. Well, it's only 1 minute each. It's unfortunate if I chat with the streamer. Oh, it's always the way, isn't it? Oh, Peaches, you're too fast. Rappy's beak. Oh, wow. I got wrecked. Solid frames, that is all they've dropped. The solid frames, that sucks. Ooh. Oh, thank you. Hang on, let me sort out my inventory. Yeah, whatever one. If an item is, you know, not equipped, no! That's a mag cell? What the hell is a mag cell? Instead of a weapon part. If it's white, then you're not going to get much money for it. What's a mag cell? Look at him jump. Ah, okay. Cool. Consumable item used to change a mag. Well, my mag's only been like this for a little bit. Let's hang on to that for another day. Mag cell changes are permanent. There you go. All the more reason not to rush into it. Why is that door not open? Him. Ah, that's why, because they're all over here. Yeah, so if you're managing your inventory and you want to, want to know what to keep to sell, if it's green, keep it. If it's white, don't bother. If it's unknown, keep it. It'll probably be worth more. I haven't heard the door open yet. If it's purple, then you should have put me in. I think white and green are the only colours. And then, of course, there's a special weapon yellow colour. So, yeah. You can't sell those. So. If it's a purple ring. Put a ring inside it. Is this room ever going to friggin' end? Hey, here we go. Well, hello. Dr. Montague. I do presume. That's the door we came in. Ah, thank you for reminding me what Eleanor's name was. Wasn't ignoring her. Couldn't remember her name. Oh, are they back in that big room? Yes, I do. Will he convert weapons for me? Do you remember me by any chance? I do. Is your mag doing well, Dice Man? I'm doing just fine. Right now I am, well, assisting the doctor. We are doing this for the sake of the future. Can you pretend you didn't hear what I just said? Essentially, yes, she's a combat maid. The doctor specifically told me not to tell anyone why we're here. Please, Dice Man, he'd be so angry that I gave even a hint. I'm Dr. Giancarlo Montague. What might you be doing here? Ah, I see. If you want to see where the meteor crashed, go this way. Have I seen a soldier named Leo Graham? Well, I think we're getting closer. Let's see if he'll convert a weapon for me. He does. He's a dodgy looking guy. 2-star atomizers. Excuse me one sec. The exact same vendor model was a gambling game. Oh, that's not helping it synchro at all. Interesting. Do I need to change it up? Let's look up that mag. See what it responds to. Okay. Dropping our badge. Okay, we turn in our badge. So we've got Rappy's beak. We've got 4 badges. There we go. Look at that. Did they disappear? Or are they loading? Ah, they're loading. Okay. God. Now, let's focus on the subject at hand. Ah, no, he doesn't convert by weapons form. Okay. Alright, let me just get rid of that Dragon's Claw. We, oh, it sucks so bad. I do all those quests again. The reason I stopped doing that quest line and got back to the government quests is a couple of the ones at Eleanor, because you meet Eleanor a couple of times, they're super long. Super long. Checking the experience after all those fights in that room. Oh, sorry, Peaches. Now I'm ready to continue. Must be a pain. Holding up. Oh, my eyes are getting sore. Alright. I'm paralyzed. Oh, horseshit. You got the anti-paralysis. Soul atomizers, anything? No. Ah, thank you. Since you were playing an early 2000 Sega game, you've been playing Bomb Rush Cyberpunk since yesterday. It's amazing. It's a cool title. The soundtrack is well, you'd better have a good soundtrack with a title like that. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Cool. Oh, awesome. Oh, that'd be sweet. Jet Set Radio, spiritual successor. Jet Set Radio. Even Hideki Naganuma got some tracks in the sound. Oh, that's sweet as. Concept of love. Right. Jet Set Radio was so good. Love that game. Never played the sequel because it was on Xbox. Whoa, Hang on, I'm healing myself here. Don't interrupt my heals. Oh my god, he's so massive. Does this guy explode, or is that just a name? Like the pyro? Just a name. He's just big. It's the guy with the thing. Hey, have you found any leads? Oh man, I should have never taken my eyes off of Pika. What will happen now? You tell me, buddy. You tell me. Oh, that improves synchro. That's good. Oops, no. Since I'm losing a bit of synchro from dying all the time. Ooh. Seems someone's caught up with me. The girl must have slowed me down. No matter. I'll teach you not to interfere in my business. You think you can handle me? I'll allow you to be aware of my presence. Not that that matters. I'm taking that girl back. Humph! You arrogant government dog. This girl means nothing to you. Do you even know who she is or what she's capable of? Works understands. I understand. Don't underestimate me. Besides, what can you do all by yourself? I don't care who she is, but I have my orders. You're going to let the girl go unharmed. And that's what I can do by myself? I guess we won't know until I try. Ha ha ha! Fool! Let's just see what you are capable of then. Yeah! Ha! Ugh! Oh, it's Sue. Oh, too bad. Looks like he wasn't alone after all. Is this really the extent of your so-called plan? The girl goes with me. DJ Cyber. You backstabbing traitor. Where are my men? After her. Sir, we're here. Affirmative. Let's proceed then. You pester of no concern to me. Be thankful that I've decided to spare you. Freak still talks like a villain. Your group has been a thorn on my side for far too long. Well, no matter. I already have what I came for. Ha 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 ha! It's definitely evil. I'm glad I found you when I did. Are you hurt? Who are you? I suppose it's fine if you don't remember. A meeting like this must be fate, you know. Oh, that was a lot of chatting. And of course, we're too late. Missed it all. You know those room setups where you know it's going to be a dark room as soon as you see it? Oh my god. I'm going to try and find a light switch. This room is massive. Oh no! I'm paralyzed again, sorry. After I got paralyzed, I get poisoned. Oh, of course. That old chestnut. Where's the poison things? Is this poison me? Nope. We go back a room. Don't die me, beaches. I don't have any moon atomizers either. I'm a bad teammate. That's why I didn't have any anti-paralysis on me, because I was doing the caves, but when the lilies, if they did manage to paralyze me, I would then just get them to poison me instead, which removes the paralysis. It's a good trick. Right, I'm back and actually contributing. Hooray. Oh, there's a big boy. His range is just out of control. Oh, is that 3 of them? 4 of them. Good Lord. You can tell we're getting deep into the mission. Oh my God. So fucking many. Nope. Get away. Get away. Oh no. Up the counter. Sorry, Peaches. Should add a General Peaches save count. Oh yes. Free dye fluid, it's just right. God. Anything good in all this shit they dropped? Oh, that warp's on another side. Oh my gosh. There's craters and holes everywhere. Which door should we take? Start here. This map doesn't want to seem to fill in. More warps. Just so you know. What? Oh, it's a trap. Nice. Okay. Items, monogrinder, and monofluid. Alright, well that was a trap, sorry. I led you past the wrong door. For sure. I'm loving it. I'm loving the change in scenery. I honestly thought we'd be just getting... Since it was 4 separate areas of the crater, the 4 routes, it's just like, oh man, this is going to get real boring to look at real soon. Is there anything over here? Any secrets? That looks like a secret wall to me. Nope, okay. This is a two-part mission somehow. Oh, here we go. Where does this lead? Does that mean we've finished it for now? Might have to do part 2 of this quest and then call it because I'm buggered. It's the reason I don't stream 2 nights in a row. I'm old and creaky. Oh, I've sold all my stuff already. There you go. Oh, that's what I need. I need that. I need that Ryoka. I need it. I've sold everything already. Oh, hang on. I'll sell these. Take those. Take those, sure. Are there any duplicate discs? Yes. Sell that. Sell those. Sell those. Sell one of those. Alright. I need that. I can't believe it's been that long since that spell has come up. I do not need telepipes anymore. As long as I've got that spell. So. There we go. Now we're talking. Be there. Oh, yes. Alright. A technique that creates a gate to the city. You gotta go to the city. Oh, there goes all those mind points. Those mind bullets. Now, we go to customize, go there. And we say number 0 is Ryoka. Sweet ass. Alright. Sorry about that, Peaches. I had to get that spell. Don't need to buy pipes anymore. So, they managed to elude you again. Where does he plan on taking Rapika anyway? Still, you confirm the existence of new creatures. That helps. You confirmed it by getting the shit kicked out of you by them. Further exploration into the crater looks like our only option. Even though you didn't catch them, your info has been invaluable. Our teams will follow up on the leads that you've brought us. Take time to rest while you can. Meanwhile, we'll analyze your information. They escaped again? That is unfortunate. Also, I'm troubled that there are more monsters in the crater itself. There's monsters everywhere on this planet. Even so, we must persevere. I'll commit all our resources into this matter. Thank you for all your effort. Now go relax while my team works on the data you've provided. We're not relaxing. Better go fight more. Okay, we said that before. What do you reckon? Peaches, one more, do that last quest? Or that second part of that quest? That might be the end of it for me. Greetings. Yeah. Okay. Let's just go to the job counter. The Chosen Part 2. Rapika must be found and then kept safe. Alright, cool. This will be the last quest for me, I think. Thank you, Dice Man. Somehow Rapika was able to escape from Leo. Why is it a 2-part quest, not just 2 different quests? Great question. I don't know. However, we still don't know where she's gone. With so many people after her, we can't afford any mistakes. Please, you need to find Rapika before anyone else does. The subterranean desert progresses deeper and deeper underground. We believe that Rapika is somewhere in there. The teleporter will take you to the upper layer of the desert. Time is of the essence. Good luck. Which means take your sweet time. Irene's already explained the situation. Good. Make sure you ensure Rebecca's safety once you've found her. All that we know is that she is somewhere within the crater. Our other hunters have been unable to get us any further details. So I'm counting on you. Good luck. Your other hunters are useless. Leo Grahart was headed deeper underground. I've got a bad feeling about this. Why does he need Rebecca? You better start searching immediately. The underground desert is a series of caverns and open spaces. He keeps secrets, and that's about it, really. I wonder if it's really a natural formation or something man-made. You're doing... Principal Tyrell just sends people on missions and goes, oh, no, it's nothing. Don't look for my daughter for me, please. A girl with a red beret was with those guys in uniform. She came across as being pretty high and mighty. Who was she? Her name is Karen. Fitting, really. There are several layers to the underground strata. Just how deep does that meteor go? There's a desert inside the crater. That's what they've told me. Deserts are bad luck. I've just got a hunch about that sort of thing. They're bad luck if you don't like water. If you enjoy water, I should say. Some snobby guy with a really bad hat was just here. He came storming through here raising some big stink. What could possibly be going on with him? Is that Montague again? We've had a numerous amount of patients that came through recently. Most of them have been me. What's this whole desert thing that people are talking about? I've only seen them in picture books. Oh, you want to teleport down and see the real thing, kiddo? Alright. Let's rock and roll. So we're in Desert 2, hey? Locked doors just to get us started. I'm casting Shifter and the band burn into my friend. Oh, I know the feeling. Fortunately, I can't cast them either. God, I get frozen so easily. Oh, look at that. That was the last frame of that animation. Orphan Eclair. See what? Level 38, give me there. Yeah, I just mashed directions. That does it, doesn't it? Cool. Oh my god, that belly flop is hilarious. Alright, I'll get that. Want to make sure. I'll put in good use. Dolphin Eclair is like a Hildeblue, but for dolphins. Ah, okay. I assume so. But Eclair is a funny word for it. Is he cream filled? Ash! Boy, am I glad it's you. I'm just taking a breather right now. Sorry, but I don't have any new information for you. Ash, I'm hopeless. By the way, any idea how many levels there are to this strata? No. Do you know? Oh, that's a great name. That's a great work, community. glad we have not met the rare variant of the zoo. What's it called? Zookeeper? The Zuzu. There you go. Well, that's it. I've only seen a Del Rappy in the cards, in Card Revolution. I'd love to see one though. Little disco duck. Episode 4 doesn't give a crap about your feelings all the time. Feels that way, does feel that way. What? No. Go. Aside from those three. Yeah. Oh my god, okay. Alright. Let's gun it. Go. The Marissa AA, yep. Hey, here's the door. Oh, Peaches, you have to work your way around. Peaches! Go. Turn left. Yep, left, that's it. You made it. Awesome. What a horrible room setup that is. Can't run any faster. Oh, look at this. Look at this room though. Look at that. That looks sweet. Tell you what though, you can see the strange resources. They did do some good art here. Are we sinking in the sand as well? There you go. Trap vision. Alright. Oh yes. Of course. Ah, you beat me to it. Alright. The range on these sword attacks are out of control. Oh, they're actually hitting each other. Love it. Love a good bit of monstering fighting. Every game should have it. Even if the enemies are just humans with guns. I do like how they just open the doors for you. There's some enemies left sometimes. Five fluids, 9 diamonds. Okay. Cool. Very cool. They're such goofy looking things. What? What? No. Wait. Run away. Oh, nearly dead. Nearly dead again. Thanks as always for the save, General Peaches. Carrying the team. Here's no facts, don't care about your feelings. The other episodes aren't too bad, but here's 4. Episode 4 is just nutty. There's a lot going on. It's very long. I wanted to throw everything they had at you for the final episode. So just cheers to the next episode. Where could father have gone? Oh, it's Karen. Oh. There's no sign of him. Why didn't he say anything before he left? Yes? It's likely the captain's just a bit too focused on the mother project. Probably wasn't intentional. Mother? No. Why would he be working on a dead project? Those schematics for the generators that grandfather developed. They ran into setbacks in the final stages that were never resolved. Mother brain? Or maybe... Motherfucker. What does that girl have to do with anything? Actually, that girl is the solution to our problem from Earthbound indeed. As you know, we had no way to safely contain the energy before. But with Rapika, our generators could hold the required energy. That's why she's with him. She was one of the key components of the captain's plan. But I don't understand how she could... Oh, it doesn't matter. Why does my father care about reactivating Mother now anyway? We should go after him. We just need to go through the voice-activated door. I think the password was... It is heaven, miss. Yes, I know it, Gilliam. Heaven. Think about it. What an ironic name. I think Rhaegal falls a bit short to be thought of as that. It's all get a bit deep now. A bit philosophical. Heaven. What? You again? Good obsec there, Karen. I don't think you'd be dumb enough to come here. I don't know what you're up to. Stay out of military business. This area will soon be under military jurisdiction. You said that before. I need to ask you to leave. Whatever. Gilliam. Oh, okay. Been there before. Way to just blurt out the password, Karen. Oh, wonderful. Run away. It's a shame monster infighting only works when they're confused. Because the way that detonator goes, it could just clear a whole room for us. We've been in this room before as well. Ooh! I found a Rappy's beak on my own. There you go. Open, please. Open! Ah! Let me in! Let me in! Now what do we do? Alright, going back here is not the answer. Oh my god. What was that you were saying, VR, about it not caring about our time? I have to just walk around. So many experience points required. Episode 4 doesn't give a flying Dutchman about your time. Good way to put it. Oh, it's my last mono fluid. You've never done this quest, so you don't know where you're going. Okay, I think we have to go back to the. We have to go back to the room with the timed gates and just try a different path. Yeah. So after the blue switch, turn right rather than left and see where that gets us. But we should stick together just so one doesn't have to wait for the other to get through. All right. Ready to give it a go? Let's go. I'm going to go left. Now let's go right. Yep. Oh, what? Right, should we try again? Yep. There's got to be a trick to this we're missing. Peaches Ray. Maybe one needs to stay back here at the first switch to repress it. And then once one of us gets through, the other one, we can telepipe out. Both telepipe back to the Pioneer 2 and then go to the same spot. Does that make sense? Which door? I can't even see it. Have you got any telepipes? Because I've got an idea. Good. Try and leave one behind. Why can't I cast Rager? I can't telepipe out of this room. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Good to know. Oh, for God's sake. No! How do I stop typing? I must hit F11. Well, that's okay still, because one person can stay by the red switch, and then when necessary, just walk out the room and telepipe out, and then we can meet up. I think this is a plan. This is my plan. Peaches, are you on board with the plan? You can stay back, hit switches? Alright. Heal. I think it's just the red one. I think if you stay back and press the red one again, then we'll be okay. No, both our pipes are there, aren't they? Yeah, that's all good. Okay. When you're ready, we'll do this. That is weird. I saw yours. Pipe you there, you got it. All right. So you hit the red switch, and I'll go. So then I'll hit blue. When the red one times out, just hit it again, okay? Hit the red switch. Hit the red switch. Oh, that's where you are. Shit. That just takes me back here. Oh my god. Just a big fucking circle. Okay, hang on. Where is the pink switch? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. Yeah, maybe one of the warps goes forward. Can you drop a pipe, please? Hang on. That's the wrong way. Alright, let's try this way. And this one. Oh, I'm going to try this warp. Nope. Press it again. Alright, so this is... I'm going to try this warp. Nope. Oh, God. Yes. Had to put the small kitchen TV on next to the bedroom TV on the wardrobes and almost watch the kind of water for the heat. Yes, fair enough. Good work, Nick. Yes, it's a good sound, isn't it? Can I look around? Sure. I'm going to try this warp. Just going to keep trying warps. God damn it. I'm sweating. There's another warp we can get to I haven't tried yet, so let's do that. I haven't tried this one. No, fuck no. Shush game. That locked door just leads to somewhere we've already been anyway. Tinsara, welcome in, welcome in. Get your shout out. Oh, Wild Arms 3, that's a good game too. We're currently, you missed this game. The locked door leads to a different part of the room we've been to. Yes, exactly, that's what I mean. So, we're currently stuck in it, Tinsara, which it doesn't bode well. Yeah, that's where it goes. Okay. That part might have access to other switches we need to hit. Oh, this sucks. And then we came here. Okay. Got ourselves a good old-fashioned switch maze. It was such a wonder back then to hook up the 56K line to the actual box. Oh, yes. Go to the wide web. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you, Peaches. I don't know what to do. Unless there's a secret no-click code. What's this quest called? The Chosen 2 of 2. Should we look it up? See if we're busted or not. See if we're broken. Oh, that's what you're doing? Oh, good. I can't stand that beeping anymore. Yeah, so there's that. That's where there's a couple of switches. I don't want to subject people to the beeping unless I can help it. Oh? Oh, you think you get it? Awesome. Well, that makes me feel better. What do you have to do? The door is voice activated. Oh. No. Which door? Oh, the heaven one. The heaven password. We have to say heaven. Okay. Where are you? Well, they told us that, didn't they? All right, here's my problem, Peaches. I don't know where you are. Hang on. Oh, okay. I think I know where you are. Okay. You're at the bottom of the map. Okay. Yeah. All right. You ready? Let's do this. Oh, it didn't work. Fucking hell. Sorry, had to do that after that bloody thing. They did say, the dialogue did say that the password is heaven, but it'd be nice if that door had went, what's the password or something. Speak friend and enter. How? Oh, that's a. Oh, hey, but if so, how? That's how. Speak enemy and get out. That's it. I'm playing with General Peaches. Nope. That's not how that door works. Oh, hang on. I wouldn't recommend trying to join in now, though, Sarah. It's this is going to be my last quest of the evening. Getting very late here. Yeah, pretty much. They just host their own server, really. That's about it. That's about all there is to it. Don't know if there's any emulation, but yeah. The great thing is, if you don't mind playing on PC, there's multiple flavors of server you could join. There's this one, which is Affinia. There's Ultima, and there's Destiny. Yes, yes, indeed. I should donate to Affinia Puzzle. I should probably donate to all the ones I've played on by the time this finishes. Show my appreciation. Yes, absolutely. Gosh, what a slog. Oh, there you go. Well done, Peaches, well done. Hang on, let me just go through my items a bit. Oh, okay, I can drop that. Oh, is Ark on the way out, is it? Feels like it's not that old, but I guess it's been around for a while now with early access and all the like. What platform is this and how can you play online with friends, New Fluss? Great question. I risk dying, but there you go. It's the OG Ark. Ah, okay. Changing engines and just ditching the whole thing, huh? Is what it is, absolutely. Okay, there's that door. Okay. Hang on. Nope. Boxes? Yes, I was about to say. Ooh, die grinder, thank you. I'll grab that knife. No, it's only that door. Yes, agreed. Now, hang on, let's do some. Do that. What's my claw up to? It's up to +9. Oh, NGS is just. It's just not right. It's getting further and further away. All right, shall we warp? Let's warp. Hey, look at that. Are these timed? Yes, they are. Let's go. Oh, what? Now where are we meant to go? Oh, no. Please be permanent switches. Oh, no. Oh, my God. I'm beginning to think it's a good thing there's no games like this one. This mission sucks. I'm just going to work my way back around to where we were, where those switches were. No, it's crap. It's so bad. Oh my God, this map is awful. Look at it. Oh my God, it's just a massive grid. Okay. Staying calm. Cave phobia after this, yes indeed. We're in an underground desert cave. Oh, there's so much of it. Alright, where are you, Peaches? Because if you're at the red switch, maybe I'll press those. If you can get to the red switch and I can press these two. You know what I mean? Your head there? Awesome. What will also... What the hell? Oh my god, there was a switch right next to the warp. Oh my god. Okay, anyway, moving on. So we can get back here just by re-entering the level. Fudge. Anyway. You gotta laugh. You got to laugh to stop from crying. Wrong keyboard. Alright. Ready to roll? Hit your red switch. Let's go. Just gotta find this pink switch. Okay. So the red switch is... There's a red switch over there. These are all pink. Okay, let's look at the colors. Pink, pink, pink. Where's the pink switch? Okay. So hang on, let me just work my way back around to those other two switches again. Only take a second. We've got to have a plan for this. In the comments, people complain about vegans because they've no... Oh my god. Of course they do. Of course they complain about it. That's what the internet's for, isn't it? Okay. That's hilarious. Alright, so Peaches, here's what I'm thinking. You hit the red switch, then you run and do the blue switch, and then once you hit the blue switch, I'll hit these ones. Oh, and I'll hit this one. Yeah, hit the red switch, run to the blue switch, you know, where we've gotten to before, and then I'll hit this one. Make sense? So go, 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 yep. Is that getting you anywhere new? I'm going to press this one again in just a second. Is that helping? Not really? No? Now, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Worth a try. Now, I'm actually at a different red switch. Peaches, if you could work your way around to the blue and cyan switch, I can actually get to a different warp here and a different door. Does that make sense? I've actually found a warp that goes somewhere different. So I'm on the west side of the map of this area. Yeah, so if you press both switches, I can walk through here and open that door, at least. I really do need to go to bed soon. Right, press the blue one too, yep, awesome. But where's this now? Oh, there's somebody there. Oh, I'm somewhere new. Hang on. Dropped a pipe. So if you get out of that room and telepipe and come down here, we're somewhere new. Oh, you're there already. Well done. Oh, this teleporting rubbish has to go. Got to pose. It's the main part of it. It doesn't help that, you know, warping disorients you a bit. And all of these areas look exactly the bloody same. Sweet. All right. Yeah, so we're at the top of the map. We're about to get to the place with the pink switch. I hope. Nice. Progress. Montague, back again. Still won't convert my weapons, I'm sure. All right. Hey, Dustman. You finally made it. Took you long enough. Fuck you. Rebecca is probably just through here. Now hurry up and rescue her. I'll just wait till you're done and then do my part. Yeah. That's not very nice. Doctor. Oh, hi, Dice Man. I don't think we can handle this on our own. The creatures here are really dangerous. Dice Man, can you help us? I don't want the doctor to force me back into that room again. Okay, hang on. Let's open this side door first. Out of fluids. Give me fluid. They don't want to give me fluids at the moment. Okay. All right, let's do this. God, please be the end of this mission. All right, there we go. There's the pink one. Being gigantic and being able to teleport is just unfair. What is that thing? Gertz Blulu. That thing is sick. Look at it. Oh my god. That is unreal. Oh, it's a vacuum. Okay. So you're saying it sucks. Auto mod, why would you care about me saying, oh, hell, oh, okay. Ah, okay. Oh, you found her. Well done, mate. It said misogyny, but yeah, a bit too sensitive there. You can say old woman, it's all right. Oh, it's you. Rapika's in good hands now. He's got the knack. How? With my keen ranger eyes, I noticed someone lurking amongst the rocks there. We still don't know where Leo went, but at least we found Rapika. Let's get back to Pioneer 2. Yes, please. That took so long. It took so long. Oh, yep. So you guys don't say anything new. Freedom from that maze. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't. Oh, hey, there they are. I'm glad you're okay, Dice Man. Oh, I'm glad you're okay too, Eleanor. Thanks for bringing Rapika back safely. My treatment seems to have taken nicely too. You don't want to convert anything, buddy? Yeah, that's a big what from me. Don't worry. I can't believe I sold everything to get a rogue. Oh, that's funny. I also had that in another stream years ago where automatic flag The game title, Dencha de Go, because it's thought to go. Oh no. That is not how that's spelled. All right, let's turn this quest in so I can go to bed. 12:53 a.m. And I only got 5 hours sleep last night because of playing Doom. Thank you for saving Rapika. The rest is baffling, but the important thing is that she's safe. Please leave everything to us now. We're very grateful. Please, go and rest up. They keep saying leave everything to us and then not doing anything. Yes, I heard you brought Rapika back safe and sound. I can't thank you enough. We'll handle it from here. Excellent work. Please, take it easy. You deserve a break. We're never getting that holiday, are we? There it is. Sleeping machine gun, absolutely. Oh. I'm dropping out of this game. Oh, dear. You're absolutely right. That's exactly what's going to happen. So we're going to move confidently to the end of the stream. What's going on? Why is it not playing? Oh, do I have to do this? There we go. Imagine how long this would have taken solo. BB. Yeah, that was... Thanks to Tara. Thanks everyone for coming in. Hope you've had a wonderful time. I've had a wonderful time. It's good fun. Let's do a raid out. Let's go see Techie Rob. Let's raid over that way today. Shmupper Day Saturday. Sega Saturn Wheel of Shmups. Saturn. Awesome. Let's take it that way. Oh, wrong keyboard. Thunder Force 5, sweet as. Yes, thanks very much for joining me, folks. I'll be back on Thursday because this week is my father-in-law's birthday and my kids' preschool school council. So poor old Peace Walker keeps being shifted around. So it'll be Thursday this time around. But, it'll be fun. And we'll be back with more Phantasy Star Online episode 4 on Saturday. Hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Thanks for joining me.